How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here, and welcome to the first episode of House of the Dragon. Yeah, I'm intrigued to get into this. I wasn't sure when exactly I would be reacting to House of the Dragon. I know that I was definitely planning on it, but I wasn't, I didn't put an approximate date on when I would be doing so, with the fact that I had multiple stuff happening for me. So yeah, but yeah, I am ready to get into this and yeah, see how this goes. Obviously, with how Game of Thrones the final season ended, it really left a sour taste in the majority of our mouths. So yeah, but I have faith that this is going to be a very, very satisfying journey, and I'm excited to get into this. Obviously, there is that idea of the Targaryen civil war brewing with this series, and we're going to be exploring that in great detail. So yeah, I am pretty excited to see how things will unfold, as well as Matt Smith, because I know he's obviously in this as a key player. So Damon, I think he is playing. So yeah, I am excited to get into this and explore everything, well, everything that's going to be happening in regards to the conflict of the Targaryens. So why don't we get into the first episode of House of the Dragon? Let's go.
Over nearly 60 years of peace and prosperity, but tragedy had claimed both his sons, leaving his succession in doubt.
Music.
So, in the year 101, the old king called a great council to choose an heir.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 lords.
A worthy succession.
The Prince Viserys Targaryen.
There we go.
Prince of Dragonstone.
Rhaenys, a woman, would not inherit the Iron Throne.
Heavy emphasis there, like
The lords
they would
instead
want,
chose Viserys.
yeah, they would want a male to lead.
The childbed is our battlefield.
Nice.
We must learn to face it with a stiff lip.
I don't know why, but this kind of feels right.
Now take a bath. You stink of dragon.
There's the pit in all of its glory now.
Well, I believe you. There's a boy in the Queen's belly.
I know it. And my heir will soon put all of this damnable hand-wringing to rest himself.
I feel like he's already picked his choice to who's going to replace him as king.
Do you know what it is?
It's Valyrian steel. Like Dark Sister.
Turn around.
Oh man, I'm just so happy seeing Matt Smith, okay? My doctor!
If the scepter sees this book, then the scepter. Rhaenyra!
We've already lived with Rhaenyra so far. And there is just this sad circumstance, of course, that obviously her father wants a boy. Pole position, basically, for...
It has grown slightly, Your Grace.
For... Kingdom... Ah!
Sorry if I have failed you in that I am. But I've mourned all the dead children I can.
Oh, I feel so. Yeah, you feel so bad for her, and you can't blame her, because it's gonna be like, how many more times can you keep doing this? Oh. I feel like his brother's gonna is gonna get pissed off. What a dick! Fucking hell!
With criminals of every ilk.
Women, I can assure you, the sheep are prettier.
Yo, what the hell is this deal?
I'd gladly give Lady Rare to you, Lord Hightower, if you're in want of a woman to warm your bed. Your own lady wife passed recently.
Yeah, oh my god, Dame, oh my god.
Otto.
Sheesh. I've just seen Matt Smith's bum.
Targaryen chooses Sir Gawain Hightower of Old Town, eldest son of the Hand of the King.
Oh, this is just rubbing dirt in his face, given the debacle between Daemon and Otto. It's a message sent to Otto.
During a difficult birth, it sometimes becomes necessary for the father to make an impossible choice.
Shit. Oh no.
To sacrifice one, or to lose them both.
Oh
There's a
my
chance that we
god.
can save the child.
Don't be scared, they're going to break the paper. It's all right.
Shit. I'm. Oh my god. Oh my.
I'm making the first incision.
Oh my god. This is.
Please hold it still.
Don't be scared.
This is really, really spine chilling. Fuck. Got his child, but oh! Oh my god! Oh no! The fact that the child... Oh no!
Dracarys.
Oh man. Suspicions. Oh.
Of it by naming a girl heir.
Daemon would be a second Maegor, or worse. He is impulsive and violent. It is the duty of this council to protect the king and the realm from him.
See, this is
I'm
where
sorry, Your Grace, but that is the truth as
a
I see it,
division's
and
going
I
to be
know that
created
others
because
here
it's either
agree.
Rhaenyra or...
Make to choose. How can we
My
expect
wife
around
and son are dead! I will not sit here and suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses!
Oh, powerful. Just by talking about who's going to be next. Oh boy. He's little.
Wear one of your mother's dresses.
He's Littlefinger. I was gonna say little fingering this, but that just. Oof. No, he's trying to get his daughter and the king to.
The gods give just as the gods take away.
He toasted Prince Balon,
The king's son.
styling him the heir for a day.
Wow, that's.
I corroborated this report with 3...
Ouch, that's cold.
Not once have you asked me to be your hand.
Why would I do
Because I'm your brother. And the blood of the dragon runs thick.
Then why do you cut me so deep?
I've only ever spoken the truth. I see Otto Hightower for what he is.
An unwavering and loyal
A
hand.
cunt.
Oh
second son who
Oh!
stands to inherit.
I have decided to name a new heir.
Oh, shit.
Not anymore. You are to return to Runestone and your lady wife at once. And you are to do so without quarrel. By order of your king.
This is all gonna fall apart further and further, this civil war. Oh boy, that's not ominous, is it? That's not ominous whatsoever.
O Queen.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry, I have wasted the years since you were born, wanting for a son.
Yeah, he's shot himself in the foot there, especially losing Amma.
Nero. All of Westeros must stand against it. And if the world of men is to survive, a Targaryen must be seated on the Iron Throne. A king or queen, strong enough to unite the
Well, we
realm
had
against the
both
cold
candidates.
and the dark.
Here we go! Oh man, so chilling. There we go. Nice. Anyways. Oh man, that was great. I'm not gonna lie. Where was this? Where was this quality in the final seasons of Thrones? No, but in all seriousness, that was a really wonderful that was a really wonderful introductory, I'm not gonna lie. Certainly deals with certain conflicts in terms of characters, really like the seeds being planted. It sets that up really well. Rhaenyra now being nominated the next to carry I guess the throne, that's gonna go down well, he said sarcastically. Especially with the fact that obviously this is painted as the exploration. I guess this is going to be painted as the exploration of the, Targaryen civil war, really. And we are just planting the first seeds. So, but I do love how things were really in this episode. Like, it was very horrific, especially with Amma's her giving birth to her son, and then obviously the sad circumstance of him dying, as well as Amma as well. It was very painful to watch. And just the difficulty as well that Viserys was in as well. Like, there is a very interesting characteristic about his character, Daemon's character. Like, it's just been very great for a first episode. So, awesome stuff. That was a really fantastic start to House of the Dragon. I really enjoyed how things went by. The pacing was solid. The introduction of, especially the main cast, was very solid in terms of their characteristics. You could really get a sense of how these characters are going to operate. So, yeah. And I already, I shouldn't be liking Matt Smith, especially with the arsehole character that he is. He is a complete knob. But Matt Smith, it's Matt Smith, for crying out loud. I mean, for those who don't know, Matt Smith is my favourite Doctor in Doctor Who. And he had some stellar performances as the 11th Doctor. So it's no surprise that he really nailed it in the first episode. It's only been one episode out of, 10? So it's not just doesn't create a surprise for me because he's an incredible actor, but it has me excited if this is episode 1 and he already had some really outstanding moments in this episode. It makes me excited to see what else he's going to conjure up in the coming episodes. So there were some speeches that he made that really, really killed it. Like the, I guess, the scene in question where Viserys talked to him about, did you say air for a day? Of course, that speech he made in, I guess, the brothel. And, of course, the speech, the command he really gave to the gold cloaks before the ambush that happened. There was just some very, very... And just his mannerisms, it's just very, very chilling. So, obviously, not one you'd really expect if you are familiar with the 11th Doctor, so yeah, but still, it was just very, very chilling, and I really loved that confrontation between Viserys and Daemon, because you have Daemon, who is very, very unhinged, he's very problematic, but he does look out for his brother. He talks about the fact that you might not be fit for power, and the people on your council, they see that, and they are not going to say anything, but they are looking at you. And I really love how kind of that pays in relation to what Viserys had to say when everyone was discussing about, I know this is insensitive, but we need to talk about the next in line. And he's talked about the fact that they were like crows pecking away at a corpse. So I want to say subconsciously there is some truth, even if Viserys is pissed off with Daemon and what happened in regards to how he dubbed it the air for a day. There is subconsciously that idea anyways. So yeah, especially with the fact that the two candidates that Viserys is thinking about is Daemon, and he is very supportive up until, of course, the lecture he gave to Daemon. He was very supportive of Daemon, and everyone else was just like, no, he is going to cause more problems than solve them. He is problematic, he is dangerous, the throne is not meant for him. And then, of course, Rhaenyra, who inevitably got nominated to replace Viserys once his time was up. But even then, people were just not buying it because of the fact that, you know, misogynistic vibes, right? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was from the very, very get-go, that was already a situation that was planted to the audience that that Viserys won anyways, because he was the only choice, really, for the majority of the people. They didn't want a woman leading the throne, really. So that's and that idea continued with Rhaenyra because of the fact that well, she was a woman. So yeah, but there were just some very, very incredible moments, and I really, really do love seeing the conflicting sides of these characters so far, especially with Viserys, because there's obviously this cloud over his shoulder, especially, like I said, in regards to, okay, who's gonna be next in line for the throne, and there is some very, very uneasy opinions, I would say, for the table. So much so that Otto, Hand of the King, tried to push his daughter into fucking the king. So yeah, all in order to have his daughter get pregnant, so there would be a less controversial choice, I would say, in regards to who would succeed Viserys, but also this really solidifies his power, doesn't it, as Hand of the King. I can see him having that kind of Littlefinger vibe. There is that manipulative vibe with his character, so it will be very, very interesting to explore further into that as, of course, the show goes along. But like I said, I feel like this episode does a very great job at introducing these characters and what they are like. So, yeah. And I have to say, I was thinking this as the episode went along, but Otto was giving me a bit of a Tywin Lannister vibe. I don't know if it's the voice or anything and the kind of mannerisms, but it was very uncanny for me. So, yeah. But like I said, with Viserys, he did definitely have that conflicting side to him, especially with the C-section scene, because he didn't consult Emma for her opinion in the matter. I mean, I think she would have wanted her son to survive, because the idea was both die or one survives. But he didn't even ask for her opinion. He just said he just knew what was going to happen, because I think she was dead anyways. So, yeah. But he didn't even, like, you saw the distress that she went through because she didn't know what was going to happen. And he practically left her in the dark, you could say. So, but I feel like he just didn't have the power in him to be upfront, because it was a very, very sad circumstance. It was a very dire circumstance. So he just didn't have that kind of confidence to say to Emma that you're going to die, basically. They're going to perform a C-section. Well, they want to perform a C-section if this child is to survive. He just said, I love you. So, because he wants her to have those words be the last thing that he says to her, rather than come out with the cold and heartbreaking truth. So, and the sad thing is for Viserys is it didn't matter either way, because of the fact that both died anyway. So, but there was a chance that his son would survive. So, and he wanted to take that chance because of the fact that he was so hopeful that the heir to the throne would be born. He saw it in the visions that he talked about to Emma about, and he was adamant about the fact that this would be the new hope, really, for when his reign ends. So, yeah. But it did put you in that conflicting position, and of course, he was stuck to make a very, very difficult choice again with Rhaenyra and Daemon, because of the fact that there wasn't an opinion that was, okay, well, comfortably I can choose this option. So both were not very, very great options in the eyes of the council. So, yeah, but no, I really, really thought that these that this episode was just solid. It was really, really great seeing King's Landing. It felt very, very Homecoming-like, as in, it was like returning home after a very, very long time, if that makes sense. Just that overshot view of King's Landing was just superb. So, yeah. I thought the attack on the people that Daemon initiated on was well executed in terms of taking a stance, etc. Like, you had Daemon explain his actions, etc., and it really sets you up for it. Really does set up the kind of split, the differences between Daemon and Viserys. So yeah, as well as allows you to I guess first hate Daemon, because I feel like that was the very first big push in terms of how much of a prick Daemon is. So yeah. And I feel like this episode did a very good job at planting the seeds at what is potentially going to come in regards to House of the Dragon, especially with this civil war potentially brewing. And there's going to be a few mixed opinions. You can already... I feel like them... I don't know if this is stretching, but I feel like when people were pleading their fealty, I think, yeah. I feel like there was... a bit of hesitancy in regards to welcoming Rhaenyra as the next to take the throne. So, yeah. But this was really, really fantastic. Like I said, I feel like it does plant the seeds very well, especially with Viserys and the opinions that he might not be fit to rule. Because you had Daemon. Daemon, he cares for his brother so much, but he feels like he is in a better place to have power rather than his brother. That's the vibe you get. And not just that, though, but I feel like when he caught himself on the throne, yeah, that's foreshadowing to the fact that that's my mindset. That the fact that it's foreshadowing to the fact that Viserys might his days, you know, the confidence in him to basically rule might be diminishing. So, yeah, but it was just really, really well done in terms of pacing, in terms of setting up things, in terms of really having you hooked. Like, I really, really thought this was a fantastic start to House of the Dragon, and I'm hoping that the remaining episodes keeps up this quality, because it was a really, really impressive start, I can't lie. I really enjoyed how things transpired, and it really, really does... impress you, so... yeah, pretty neat stuff. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.